Hello, my name is Monty the Otter, and welcome to my river, where I will share and show special rocks with you. In today's episode, I will not be showing a book. I will be showing cooking. Since I have autism and I live alone, cooking can be sort of difficult. So I've gathered a few recipes. I won't show all of them today. I'll show one. Few easy to do, low ingredients, simple to follow, no need to actually be active in the cooking journey, and I can't wait to share those few recipes. The first one that I'll show today, I think in English you call them beefaroni. Tell me what you call it, because in French we call it macaroni gratiné à la viande, also known as macaroni with meat and cheese, but that's basically what the recipe is. So I will say here the ingredients that you'll be needing. You'll be needing macaroni or any small pasta. For instance, small shells also works. Tomato soup. Yes, tomato soup, not tomato sauce. You will need approximately 500 grams of beef. You can substitute for pork, but that's what I usually do, but I did that a few times. It doesn't taste as good. Beef actually tastes better in this case. And I say approximately 500 grams. What I'll be doing today is actually 450. It's just like the smaller pieces of ground beef. And I said macaroni, I said tomato soup, I said beef, oh, and cheese, shredded cheese. And that's basically it in ingredients. For the prep time, it will be about maybe 20-ish minutes. It's quite quick. Like, the longest time is actually waiting for the pasta to boil, to cook, that's it. After that, it goes quite quick. So, you will need one pot, you will need one Pyrex dish. I have a square one, but even a rectangular also works. And you will need some spoon or something to mix and to cook the beef with. After that, you don't need much. So, yeah, so I'll see you in my kitchen. Okay, so welcome to my stove. This is the pot I will be using for the beefaroni. This is the only thing you'll need to cook stuff in. Now I'm going to put a generous amount of water in it. Be right back. There we are. Put this here. Okay. And this is my trick to have a very easy pasta to do. I just add a bit of oil in it, into the water directly. And now, just for this to go quicker, I usually just put the heater on high. It shouldn't take that long. Meanwhile, I'm going to prepare my macaroni. If I put my jug here, will you see something? Yes, you will. I will need approximately 1 cup. You can put a little more, a little less. But a cup usually is enough. Now I'm just waiting for the water to boil. Meanwhile, you can get ready with your tomato soup with the meat on standby. For the next few steps. And you'll know when it's boiling when the surface of the water won't be stable anymore. And now it's boiling. So I will put the pasta in. I'll put the heat a bit lower. I have utensils. I highly suggest to stir just a bit to start. It's going to help the water boil a bit more because you need to get the water back to a boil. After which, usually it won't take too long. Once it's back to boiling, you can put a timer on for 10 minutes. There. If you have a bit more pasta, you can go to 11 or 12, depending. Usually 10 minutes is pretty good. Or you can just follow the instructions on the box of your pasta or the bag. Usually there's some sort of instruction, but usually 10 minutes is a good start. I'm going to put the camera a bit away so it's not in the steam. And because there's oil in the water, the pasta won't stick to each other, they won't clump. I'll stop the camera here. I'll turn it back on when the next step will be ready. Okay, so there's a few minutes left. I highly suggest if you do have ADHD and whatnot to have your timer on your oven, on your stove, because you will physically have to walk to the stove to shut it and not put it on your phone. This is a way to make sure that you don't overcook stuff. Use your stove timer. My stove timer is currently coming up to... there's 3 minutes left. I'm just going to say, if you do not want to put oil in the pasta, you can just stir it for the 10 minutes. I just get bored and don't want to stir for 10 minutes and be hooked to the oven, so I'd rather just add a little bit of oil and just everything will be fine. And yeah, so for now, the pasta should be almost ready. Okay, the pasta is ready. You can turn off the stove for now. If you're a bit skeptical of touching or manipulating a pot that is still boiling, I would suggest wait for the water to stop boiling. But if you're okay with it, you can just be like me and just take it. Now we're going to strain it, remove the water, keep the pasta in a strainer, and you're just going to keep it to the side for now. Okay, so thy macaroni is currently in the strainer beside the pot. Now the pot is ready for the meat. So turn your stove back on, or you could just put it directly there. I put it on a medium, a bit slightly less than medium heat. Sometimes I add butter. I might add just a tiny bit. But this meat is kind of fatty, so the butter won't be needed that much. Now let's put the meat in. Okay. So, there we go, like that. And now, I want to break it up into small chunks. You can wait for it to cook a bit. I sometimes add spices at this point. I have... I'm going to show this. I can't. Montreal... We can't see it, but it is Montreal steak or spices. I'm going to add just enough to cover the top portion. This is a spice blend made for beef. The same company also has a spice blend for chicken and for pork. And sometimes I'm going to add a bit of powdered garlic. I add quite a lot because I like it. Sometimes I will add paprika. Spice as you will. If you do not want any spice in it, it's very fine. It's really a spice to taste recipe. If you don't want any spices, you can do not add any spices. Just realizing I can turn on the light. You can see a bit better. Okay. Now, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but there's some parts of the meat that is a bit grayer, and others that is a bit more red. We will wait till all of the meat is that grayish color. If you want, you can even wait for it to be brownish, which can be really, really good. But it's like a grayish brownish type of color. And I added the spices, and it smells so really good. Don't stir too often, because stirring will stop the cooking from happening. Meanwhile, I will start opening my tomato soup. Did that work? Don't think so. Let's try that again. So good. Okay. Beef is a little fatty as a meat. If you want, you can remove the fat. Usually turning the heater up makes stuff go quicker, yes, but it's also a bit more nerve-inducing if you're not quick enough to do stuff. So now I just want this video to be a tad quicker, so I did put it on medium and not medium-low. Just for the meat to start cooking a bit more. And I'm looking, it's almost there, it's almost ready. There's still a bit of red left. Okay. Since this is going into the oven, I would consider this pretty good. Now, soup time. Just put the soup directly into the meat. There we go. If you wanted to remove the fat out of your meat, it would be before you add the soup, of course. I don't really bother. It's going to look very soupy. Some people will add vegetables here, such as bell peppers, mushrooms, what have you, onions. I don't. And now's the time to add the macaroni, and I'm sort of second guessing the size of this pot. You want this to become homogeneous. It's already looking really, really good. And smelling divine. Now, the rest of the macaroni. There we go. Okay, and now let's mix everything in. I was a little generous with the meat, I was a little generous with the macaroni. So this is quite a lot. But that doesn't matter really. For now. If you haven't already, like I haven't yet, you can turn your stove off because all the cooking part is done. Now, I'm just going to put this on the side. I'm going to wait for the spot to cool. Usually I would use the second. At this moment here, I was saying that I would use the second stove top to put the square dish on and do everything else. Okay, so I seem to be back. My thing is now cool. You don't, as I said, you don't need to wait for this to be cool. You can just use another one or use another part of the oven. I currently cannot film another part, so here we are. You will take your square dish, Pyrex, and just put the what we just did into it as is. Here we are. There you go. Add At this moment, you can start the broil on your oven, and then you can just pack it down a bit to equalize it. Oh wow, it smells good. What I'm smelling is mostly the spices. Okay, almost done. Last ingredient time. Ooh, cheese. Where are my scissors? Here. One day I'll try to find a better angle to show how I cook and do stuff. So you just add the shredded cheese directly on top. If you buy, I currently have a huge bag of shredded cheese, but if you buy those smaller ones, usually one bag is enough to cover the entire dish. But since I have a bigger bag, I cannot just empty basically 3 bags worth of cheese on this. Just spread it out kind of evenly, like so. It can be a thickish layer, it's fine. Cheese is always good. I really prefer the 2-colored cheese for whatever reason. I just think it looks better, but like if you just want orange cheese or white cheese, it's fine too. For the color, I like it being 2 colors. Now my camera is overheating again, so I'll be putting this in the oven to broil, and I'll be back once it is done. Okay, so it is ready. I will take it out of the oven now. And I'll show you how you can tell that the cheese is ready, because the oven is not to cook, it's just to melt the cheese. So you know when it is ready when the cheese has these darker spots on it. This is the cheese is starting to burn, which in this case is a good thing. You want it to burn. It adds the little texture, this taste to the cheese. It is amazing. So this is it. I will take myself a little piece. Let me close my oven. I'll take myself a plate. And what time is it? Okay. This can serve maybe 4 portions, more or less. So I'm just gonna take one here. This is gonna be scorching hot. I really want to. This is very precarious. Oh wow, that's a lot of cheesage going on. Really good. Okay. Okay, so this is what it looks like in your plate. I know it's not like aesthetic and all camera magic. This is my first cooking video. But I'm just gonna take... I don't have forks. Okay. So, here is... It's gonna be scorching hot, but you know what? I don't care. It's gonna be so good. So good. It's amazing. So this will be my lunch today. And probably my lunch is for work too. It's so good I already took a second bite. Okay, oh, the spices, amazing. Okay. So if ever you have suggestions for future recipes, I have maybe 2 more, 3 more that I'll probably do, but for now, it's a very easy to do recipe. I really recommend it. It's easy, it's fun, it's good. There's not too much things that will get messy or dirty. Also, which I like about this recipe, it's very good. So, if you like this sort of content, please like, and see you next week with something else.